What's up, everybody? You all just got to look at my Venom collection, which is one of my favorite parts of my collection. And one figure you did not see there is Agent Venom, which is a pop-in-a-box exclusive. And there is, of course, the Chase Agent Anti-Venom figure as well. Now, because they are with pop-in-a-box, I was not quick to order those figures. I've said previously on the channel how I'm not the biggest fan of pop-in-a-box. I see way too many figures that get shipped out with box damage, and people have issues sometimes with the customer service. I'm not saying that everybody has negative experiences with that company, but I've just seen that quite a bit with them. But anyway, I did receive a package. I knew this was being sent out, and this did come from Robert Kinzel, and you can see here on the box that he actually did draw the face of Venom there. So yeah, Robert Kinzel was nice enough to send Agent Venom my way. And again, of course, this is the pop-in-a-box exclusive. You see the sticker there. And he gave me the heads up that this did ship with some damage. And you can see creasing there on the box. And this is not an isolated incident. I did look this pop up on Mercari and eBay as well, and there are a lot of people that are trying to resell it, and a lot of them are admitting that there is box damage. So again, like I said, you know, not everybody has that negative experience with this company, but I've just seen it so much that I'm not the biggest fan of them. And also, as far as that Chase is concerned, people are trying to resell that for a ridiculous amount, like over $100. You know, sometimes I've seen it listed, so I'm definitely not worrying about that. And this one, even though it does have the box damage, I don't mind that. I don't mind keeping this one out of box. You saw that with my Venom collection, that I had some of the figures out of box anyway. So yeah, I don't mind displaying this one out of box because I genuinely really do like the character. I was kind of disappointed when I saw how Flash Thompson was going to be portrayed in the MCU, and I know it's still kind of in flux right now whether or not Spider-Man is sticking with the MCU or completely going Sony. But regardless, just the way that Flash Thompson has been portrayed, it kind of made me realize, okay, I seriously doubt that they're going to go the Agent Venom route. I was hoping that at some point, you know, we see Agent Venom on the big screen, and it could still happen, you know, down the line. I don't think anytime soon. Maybe even in animation, it would be nice to see Agent Venom. I definitely would be happy with that because, yeah, Flash Thompson, of course, he's mostly known as being the bully of Peter Parker, but then he does go on to have a military career. He gets seriously injured, he loses his legs, and then he's approached by the government basically to be able to use that, and it might be directly by Nick Fury actually, but he gets approached basically to be able to use the symbiote to do good basically. So Agent Venom actually is a hero, and of course when Flash Thompson has the symbiote on, then he does have the use of his legs. It basically creates legs for him. He has a really awesome costume. I love the look of the costume there. I like also that, you know, he does use guns, of course, but he also uses the symbiote powers, and he can combine the two because he can create tentacles from the symbiote suit to basically hold more weapons, which is pretty cool. So yeah, I really like the design of, you know, Agent Venom. I like the whole, you know, story arc with Flash Thompson. I think that's pretty cool to go from being that bully to becoming a hero. Pretty interesting there. Still hope to see him eventually, like I said, in animation or, you know, preferably on the big screen. Yeah, just a cool pop. I just still kind of wish that he was with a different company though. Big shout out again to Robert Kinzel for being nice enough to send Agent Venom my way. And you all do make sure you check out his channel, especially if you are a Pokemon fan. He does do Pokemon card openings on a regular basis. He also does, you know, Funko related content and reviews, including reviews of statues and, you know, anime statues, DC statues, those types of things. And he's very blunt and honest, which I always appreciate as well. You know, he definitely shares his thoughts. So again, make sure you do check out his content. I'm going to keep things moving right along here. Of course, you still see that I have this focused background going on, mainly focusing on Pennywise, of course, and I'm adding to that right now because I did get a delivery in from the Funko shop, and if you stay up on the Funko shop, then you know what this is already. Of course, we have the Funko shop exclusive Pennywise, the Funhouse Pennywise, but this one does have the blood going on around the mouth. If anyone passed up on this Pennywise variant because they feel like it's way too similar to the common, I completely understand that. But for me, you know, I really do like it with the blood splatter as well, and I like it without. So I'm happy to have both right now. And the thing I like about the blood splatter here is that it's not just like a flick of a paintbrush. You know what I'm saying? It's like thoughtfully done. So there really is, you know, this thoughtfully done paint around his mouth there, the splatter and everything. And I think it helps that it helps the drool to stand out even more, which some people barely notice that with the common. The common does have it, but especially now that it has that red behind it, I think it's even more noticeable. And of course the tongue and the teeth still look pretty awesome there. So yeah, I'm happy to have this into my Pennywise collection here. Now I'm kind of running out of space with this background, and I probably will keep this background for maybe not too much longer, maybe another week or so from the time of this recording. But as far as my background goes, I might actually switch out the common Funhouse Pennywise for this one. I also have here the It Chapter 2 box, which was exclusive to Hot Topic. I think at the time of this recording that this is still available with Hot Topic at the $20 price tag, plus the shipping and handling, of course. A lot of you probably already know what the contents are. I have shared those in Funko News, and then also, I mean, it's on the website if you go to purchase this box. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and get into it. I will say quickly, though, that I really do like the packaging itself. You know, the design of the box looks really awesome. So I might actually keep this around. Who knows, maybe I'll put some pins and other things in it until I find a spot to put those. But yeah, really well done box here. And like I said, let's go ahead and get right into it here. And speaking of pins, right up top there is a pin here, which I will get out of the plastic. Okay, and this is a balloon that says I love dairy. And pretty, you know, sturdy pin, not super heavy, but it's a pretty cool pin overall. So I will at some point try to put that into a shadow box. Next item here, we have a keychain, and this keychain, of course, is the SS Georgie paper boat there. So that is a pretty cool item as well. Not sure if I'll actually make use of it, at least not right now, but who knows, maybe in the future I will use this keychain. But then again, I mean, I could end up displaying it as well, so we'll see. But next up here we have a collectible tin, which is in plastic, so I will have to take that off, and it does have a minifigure in here. I will let you get a look at, you know, the different size of it. Of course, it is that infamous house from the movies. You know, nothing on the back really there except for some information. So let me go and get the plastic off the tin, and we'll get a look at the figure on the inside. And this is a pretty nice tin overall. Okay, also has there the sewer grate at the top, Public Works. Okay, so let's go ahead and open this up here. Okay, so they do have the figure in plastic. And this is a pretty cool idea. I've actually seen legit ones of these. I'll explain it in a moment. Here, let me get this out first. So we have a Pennywise Jack-in-the-Box minifigure here. Okay, and I really do like the look of that. This is definitely getting added to the background here. But yeah, I've actually seen like full-size Jack-in-the-Box with Pennywise inside of it. I think there's actually more than one by different companies. So, and it does have this sort of weathered look to it. You know, of course, you see the Pennywise painted there as well with a different hairstyle going on. So yeah, I like the look of that. That's a pretty cool item there. And then, of course, the big ticket item in the box is this Deadlights Pennywise, which has this amazing head sculpt to it. Very cool looking. My box does have, you know, some creasing, like sort of crushed on the corner just a little bit. I think that is from the other items being on top of it. It's not too bad though, and I'm really not super picky about box damage, you know, not the way that I used to be early on in collecting, so not too bad there. But I mean, really it's all about the pop anyway, and I might even be tempted to display this pop out of box for a while. Looking at it up close, yeah, I definitely got to say this was a great idea for a variant of Pennywise. I also like that, you know, he has those open arms going on there, and then that crazy mouth sculpt with the deadlights. Pretty awesome there. I like that too, how, you know, kind of splits up there on the side. This just looks amazing. If you're a horror fan, you know, Pennywise fan, I think this is an easy add to your collection. Very cool looking. It'd be even awesome if there was some way to customize. I don't think it could be done necessarily, but if there were actual like lights behind it, you know, to light that up, that would be pretty awesome. I just don't think that's possible within his head sculpt, but who knows? Some custom artists get very creative and figure out how to do some amazing things. But you know, even without that, this is a really cool sculpt. Great idea, like I said, by Funko. The day before this recording, I went to Power Comicon, which is a convention, a local convention in my area run by Power Comics of Conway, South Carolina. I've mentioned that shop many times on my channel because that is one of my favorite spots to go to and visit. They have a lot of collectibles on hand and it's constantly changing in terms of the variety that they have on hand. So yeah, I definitely like to go and support, the Power Comicon. And I never go into a convention with a plan necessarily. I just go and look, see what's available, and I'll pick up a few items. I don't have a huge haul from any conventions just because sometimes the prices, it kind of adds up quickly there. But when I went into this convention, one of the first tables had an artist there that goes by the name Greg Bow, and he had a piece of artwork that will fit in nicely with my Pennywise collection here because we do have a female version of Pennywise, which I thought was pretty interesting there. And he did sign the artwork as well. I mean, it already had his name within the art, but then he actually did sign it for me as well. I think he does amazing work. He did have on hand also a female version of Freddy Krueger. And this artwork really puts me in the mind of the Kidrobot statues, which are female variants of like slasher characters. They do look pretty cool. And hopefully I will add some more of those to my collection eventually. I do have the Chucky from Child's Play one, the female version of him. So yeah, I really like this artwork. I definitely got to find a good spot for it. I'm not going to put it anywhere over here because, like I said, this background is temporary. This will get changed up. So I'm going to see if I could put this maybe closer to my horror collection or wherever I put my Pennywise figures, because at this point, I really feel like I have my horror section and then Pennywise is just going to have to be his own section at this point. But yeah, very cool artwork. And if you get the chance, look up Greg Bow online. I also picked up this comic called Bitter Roots, which is an image comic you see back there. And this, the artwork, the cover just grabbed my attention immediately. I love these character designs. They look really awesome, really thoughtfully done. I have no idea what the comic is about. I have not gotten into it yet. You see, this is volume 1, Family Business. And the creator, he was there. He did say that the next volume or the next issue should be coming early next year, to be on the lookout for it. So if I do enjoy this, I definitely will make sure that I check that out. But just flipping through it, I saw some really cool artwork, very vivid details and everything. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to actually giving this a read, and definitely has some horror elements to it. So I'm really looking forward to this, and whenever I get a chance to read it and I finish it up, I may do a quick review of it in one of my future videos. But yeah, this is the only comic I grabbed up, and like I said, it's mainly because this cover just grabbed my attention. As far as figures go, I actually only picked up 2. And that might surprise some people, but like I said, I really don't do a whole lot of shopping at conventions. I mainly just want to kind of check out the sites and, just be in that vibe, basically, to be around people that are into the things that I'm into. There was a lot more cosplay this year. I wish I could have done some recording, but it's very tough to record within a convention setting because there's so many people packed tight together. And then also with YouTube, you have to be careful about, having kids on camera without the parents' consent. So yeah, I didn't bother to record just because of that type of environment. But yeah, I really did enjoy the vibe of it and everything. And I did pick up a pop that I had previously missed out on, and that is Constantine. And you see that this was a free comic book day pop from this year, May 4th, 2019. And I really do love free comic book day, but I had such a tough work week that week. Basically, I was just not up to going out that day. I was just too exhausted, and then YouTube on top of that as well, doing Funko News and all of that. I just totally did not have the energy by the time free comic book day came. But I knew eventually I could add this to my collection if I wanted to, and I did find this very good price on it, and it has a really nice sculpt to it. I'm really glad to have this now, especially because I did finally read the first volume of Sandman, and Constantine was featured in at least one of the issues, I guess, within that collected edition. And it's pretty cool. I always like the way that Constantine is written. Yeah, but this just looks amazing, very fitting for the character. Of course, he has his lighter with the flame there, and then he's holding the flame in his hand as well. He does make use of dark magic and everything sometimes. And yeah, you see that he's actually truly in like an action pose because his overcoat, the way that it's moving there, has some movement to it. Even the tie, I like the way the tie is done there also, that it has movement to it. So yeah, this is just a great sculpt altogether. If you're a fan of Constantine, then I think this pop is an easy buy. Very cool looking figure here. And then the other figure I got is from the Mini Heroes line by the company Gentle Giant. So they do have larger versions of these, but I've been wanting the Thanos one for a while, and I just didn't want to get the larger version, especially with the price tag it had on it. The larger ones can be pretty pricey, so I'm happy to have this miniature version of it. And you see they have a couple more of them pictured on the back here. The Iron Man one I kind of like, but it's so far removed from my favorite Iron Man designs that I passed up on that one. I actually did see it at the convention. They also have Spider-Gwen. She looks pretty cool, but I'm not like the biggest Spider-Gwen fan, you know, so I was just happy to get this one. And there are some more in the line as well. They actually revealed some more recently. I want to say they have a Venom one as well that looks pretty cool, but yeah, it's something to consider, you know, to check these out if you get the chance. Like I said, they are by Gentle Giant, but yeah, I just mainly wanted this Thanos one here. The thing I like the most about this figure is that he's actually holding that balloon there with death represented on it, because of course he covets death, you know, literally. So that is pretty cool. And then you see he's in the classic costume there. He's actually got the Infinity Gauntlet on it. You do have to turn it around to be able to actually see that, though, that he has, you know, the gems going on there. So yeah, this is pretty cool, pretty cute looking. Maybe too cutesy for some people, but I like to mix things up. So yeah, really glad to finally have this into the collection. And I'm definitely going to check and see what other characters they have, because I know they have put out more within this line. At the convention, I did meet up with a local collector, Jay Rogers. Jay Rogers, very cool individual. He does have a YouTube channel set up. He hasn't used it in a good while. I'm not sure if he intends to come back to YouTube or not, but we do chop it up every once in a while and kind of keep tabs on, you know, what we're looking for. So yeah, I met up with him because he basically just wanted to help out the channel, and that's very kind of him. So he actually gave me 2 pops to add into my monthly prize pool. I do monthly giveaways over on Patreon, and you don't have to be a patron to enter those. But yeah, he was nice enough to send these pops over so I can add these into the prize pool. And yeah, I got them here. He actually did give them to me in sorters. So the first one he has here that he, you know, gave to me is one I actually already have for my personal collection. But we have here the Mr. Bean Chase. And I'm a big fan of Mr. Bean, and this is one of the funniest episodes. So this is a very cool chase, you know, for him to provide, like I said, for the monthly giveaways. Pretty awesome figure there, especially if you're a big fan of Mr. Bean, you know, Rowan Atkinson. And then the other figure we have here is also a chase, one I haven't had in my house before because I don't collect this series myself, but this will go into the prize pool again. So we have here the Newt Scamander chase, which I don't think I've ever actually seen this up close. I see that he's holding the book there, which I don't know the significance of. I'm sure, you know, a fan would know it. It actually does have script on it that can be read. I can't see it completely, and I'm not going to take it out of the box, obviously, but there's actually some nice detail on the cover of the book. That's pretty awesome there. So yeah, 2 chases added into that mix, the prize mix, thanks to Jay Rogers. And you all, please make sure you give him, you know, some love down in the comments for being so nice and providing these for the monthly giveaways. And thank you all so much for checking out this video. I really do appreciate that as well. I know I went through a lot very quickly here, but I definitely want to share all these things with you and what's been going on with my personal collection. I actually did pick up 2 other items while I was out, not from the convention, but from other locations. And I will be doing reviews on those as soon as I can find the time, because honestly, Funko News takes up a lot of time on my channel. So whenever I can find the time, I will get these reviews up, because I did pick up some pretty cool items. But again, thank you all so much for checking out this video. I really do appreciate it. Again, big shout out to Robert Kinzel, big shout out to Jay Rogers. You guys are awesome, and you all are awesome as well. And I'll talk to you all again real soon.